This race was one of the best races we've had so far this season, as we finally picked up some good points after 6 races of bad luck. However, weight penalties towards the end may have dropped us out of podium contention, so stick around till the end to see if we came home with a trophy. So before the race even started, we looked like we were on for a good race, as we were teammates with Luca and for the second time this season, Ethan, both very fast drivers who I've raced before. So I went out for qualifying. But where is this qualifying footage, you ask? Well, I don't know. My Insta360 thought it would be a funny joke to corrupt the files from the first stint, meaning I don't have any footage from qualifying or the first stint, but I'll try and just describe it, and maybe giving a few reenactments. So I went out for qualifying, and after getting used to the long circuit layout again, we put in a really good lap, putting us P3 on the grid. And after holding P3 on the start, we knew we had a fairly decent chance at the win, a chance that would get better when we slipped down the inside of P2, on the fastest corner of the track. And after a few unsuccessful attempts at the move on P1, we finished our first stint P2. So on to the actual footage. So a lot has changed since stint 1. Mainly, us and P3 are now P4 and P10. The people who were leading when we finished stint 1 are still leading, just with a bigger gap. And the people that were P4 are now P2, with the team that started P6 now being P3, having gone longer on their first stints. So you can see for the first few laps of our second stint, we were in clear air. However, we quickly caught up to some back markers. However, as they were all cadets, we were able to speedily dispatch them and get back into clear air. The clear air that we stayed in for pretty much the rest of our stint. And while it may not look very interesting, I'm pushing as hard as possible to try and catch up to the top 3, which while we didn't gain any places, completely paid off. As with 15 minutes to go, we were still P4, but then, in the distance, we saw P3 peel into the pit lane to complete their last stop, and we came out ahead of them, meaning that with 10 minutes to go, we were 3rd, but we still wanted more, and we would get it, as these laps helped us get within 20 seconds of P2, the penalty range, meaning that when they ended up racking up 3 contact warnings and getting a 20-second penalty, we were promoted to the second step of the podium, where we finished. So a huge well done to Luca and Ethan. Once again, I'll tag his channel below, so go subscribe to him. Sorry about the length of this video, but it's pretty difficult to make a creative video when the first thing gets deleted, as it had most of the action in it, but I still wanted to deliver something to you guys. Go check out my 2 hours of Rye House video with Stefan. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.